Good evening. I'm recording this on a Wednesday before the 14th of October when the running of the Tab Everest is taking place. The first thing I've done in this race, I'm going to look at it from every angle, believe me, but the first thing I've done in this race is taken out the emergency runners, and that will give us a better picture of what's more likely to happen. Okay, we're talking early, but most of these runners are in other races on the day, and some of them will just accept for those so that they've got a chance should they not get a run, and it's really unlikely that any of the current runners are likely to be scratched unless they suddenly get sick. I've turned the race over and over, yet I cannot divide them, whether by weight ratings, consensus, which takes into account just about everything. The speed map simply shows the expected positioning of the runners, so on in order 5, 7, 12, 3, 9 and 2. Don't worry about it too much. As you can see, they're all in a bunch anyway. Okay, in summary, it's too close to call. As Wayne Harris once told me in a serious interview, my brother does all the form. Which runners will be where, which to keep in sight, what to be aware of. But the reality is that once we get the off, the whole race plan goes out the window and I rely on my instincts. And Glenn Boss once told me when he was at the top of his game, I'd rather be sitting 3 wide and going comfortably than being tightened up on the fence hoping for an out. And this is that sort of race. Generally at Randwick, we believe that barriers are of little significance. I've also assumed, as I said, that the emergency won't get a run, as apart from anything else, they'll probably have something else to do as a backup anyway, and there's plenty of money out there at Randwick this week. So let's have a basic look, and as you can see, that's my basic ratings, and they're all in a bunch. You could back any of these runners and still expect to have a good chance. Even Marzu, if it got back to its best, and currently expected to be around 50 to 1, actually I think it's a lot longer than that, would be a chance. Private Eye, we were worried about him. I expected him to need 3 runs to get to his best, but he did it on his very first run up. And now he's had a bit of a break, trying to keep him fresh because really 1,200 metres isn't his go. And he'll do better in some of the later races, especially a couple of the 1600s that are coming up over the carnival. I hope. Anyway, they're not going to ignore when there's something like 34 million prize money on this race. Anyway, so going back, we have 9, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's based on how fast the horses can run. As you can see, the favourites are included in that. In Secret actually appears to be one of the longer priced runners, although that's a pre-post guess. But what a great rider in Zach Purton on board that one. Okay, and here's the next thing. Let's have a look at it purely on weight ratings. This is slightly different. We get Think About It on top, which is just winning and winning and winning, followed by I Wish I Win, Espona, Private Eye and Overpass. In Secret drops down to about 6th. However, as you can see here, look at the closeness and the actual rate ratings. All these horses are over 100, all of them. Okay. Then another rating here, which is a little bit different again. You can see like there's 2 they've got on top, and that's 12 and 10. So they're probably the only ones that are a bit different to what I have. If we look at the prize money, value of the prize money, Shinzo comes on top. That's because of its performance last preparation. Can it get back to its best on Saturday? It's a little bit unlikely. Okay, but that's what it is. Win percent, well, naturally Think About It is on top from In Secret. Place percent, pretty much the same thing. We've got Private Eye actually comes right down the bottom. You wouldn't have expected that. Anyway, that's neither one or the other. Now, looking at the speed map, you can see down here, Overpass is way out in front on the speed map. But they come down here and on the speed map, if we turn it into a price, we've actually got Overpass would be odds on. The problem is no horse is going to be able to lead this race and hang on down that big Randwick straight, I would think. So it'd be a big challenge for Parr to be able to hold the horse up and still manage to hang on. Obviously, Cylinder's gone great. Very disappointing last start, but nevertheless, the run wasn't as good as the others, but it could get back to its best. Anyway, that's just to show you that it doesn't matter what we do. Even look at it this way. They all come up pretty much the same. Think about it in secret. Back to the wind form, and I'm happy to go with this. In secret, overpass. I wish I went private eye. Think about it. Maybe it's not a race we should be betting in. Maybe it's a race we should be watching and get some emotion if we do happen to get the winner. But I don't know, unless In Secret is the one to get up and add a big price. There's not going to be too much in it. A quick look now at the Caulfield Guineas, which should be this one. No, this one. There we are. I have, once again, we've got this issue where there's not a huge amount of difference in the various ratings points, but I do have Vade on top from Militarise. I do believe that it'll be very close. We've got Little Bros and Steppity, which hasn't lost a race yet. The difference here is when we're at Caulfield, the barriers are severe. So Militarise has got virtually a really bad penalty here. The other one, Sheer Light's got a very bad draw, but you can see here that Vate has sort of got the perfect draw, as you can see. Little Bros is not too bad. Steppity's got a good draw, and these ones, King Colorado, Southwood Tycoon, and Reich Emperor. But also bear in mind that the winner is likely to come from off the pace. So when we look at the speed map, it'll look like this. This is what's expected to happen in the run, with Rock Empire likely to lead, and horses like Bait, Griff, Limbro, they are all going to be up in the running. It doesn't actually tell us what the winner is going to be, however. And if I look at the consensus, it comes up like this. Steppity, Militarise, Southport Tycoon, Bait, King Colorado, but not with any conviction. But as you can see, the top two, and when I say on consensus, this is taking a sort of an average between all the various ratings plans we use. Steppity and Militarise are the two that come up in top. Something for you to think about on the weekend, and all the best of luck to everyone. Thank you.